What is going on, guys? Wisco, Cisko coming at you with a little Day of Infamy action. We are playing Foy Invasion, public server, Chicago. Just trust me on this. So this is a quick tutorial, not really a tutorial, I guess, more of an explanation of Day of Infamy. To those that are new to the game, I know we just had a free weekend with the Brittany update, and I got a lot of new fans out there, so thanks to you guys, the old and the new, for putting up with some Wisco, Cisko. So I figure, you know, there's a lot of new players to the game. I figure I might as well give you a little bit of a heads up of what to expect in Day of Infamy. I'm going to switch over to the American side, actually, because this is going to be just easier. If you guys are familiar already with Day of Infamy and love the Wisco Cisko streams, I appreciate it. However, this video is probably going to be a little bit more slow and a little bit more boring for you if you know how the game works. So, just quickly, Invasion is probably the most popular game mode to play, and it's really simple of how to win. You go from able here, A to B to C, and then eventually there's a D back here. They just don't show it. So as the Americans, we have to press up. All the Germans are here defending. Eventually we're going to push here on A, I believe, hopefully. And then eventually push to Baker, to Charlie, and to Dog, like I explained. In that order. I can't loop to B, I can't loop to C and capture that ahead of time. It doesn't work that way. So, I just got a standard issue bar, that's my gun, but truthfully guys, Day of Infamy is a game that does not require kills and deaths to have a good game. It is all about teamwork, it is all about getting to the objective, able first. Now don't get me wrong, you gotta get some kills along the way, and there's certainly going to be a heck of a lot of deaths if you guys have ever watched my streams, but that's not the main goal of this game. You want to use it as a supplementary force, you know, obviously kill your opponent and it's going to be a lot easier to get to able, but at the end of the day you can kill their entire team, but if they're still holding able at the end of the game, you lost. So then getting to that, look at the bottom here, you see where it says 15 waves to 30 waves? Now it says 14 waves, so the green 14 waves now is the American side, that's us. That's going to slowly dwindle. Every time we have a spawn, that's going to reduce. And you can see, of course, the time limit. The Germans can win by the time limit. If we don't capture that in 8.5 minutes, game over. We lost. Now you can see the 30 waves. That is the German wave count. And that will never, ever grow. It will always be 30, and it can go down, of course. The more we kill, the lower their waves are going to be. And we can win if we wipe them out of people. They don't have enough guys to defend the point, and we win via there. Or that strategy. That's kind of rare, but it can happen. So you can see here, I'm in the point. So this is big. This is this farmhouse we have to capture. And you can see this little thing in the middle there where it says capturing, and it's ticking. It's slowly ticking. It's getting filled green, filled green, filled green. It stopped. Well, the more Americans we get on point here, you see how it's going backwards? Now there's more Germans on point. It's a struggle. I should have been probably more ready for that guy, but that's okay. It's a struggle constantly fighting over this point. So I was pretty much the only one on. You can see on the map. No one else was around. So the Germans got to it. They killed me. Now they capped it back to 0, and now we have to push on it again. Eventually, all the Americans are hopefully going to get there. We're going to cap it full, which means the Germans aren't there. There's no Germans on A. We secured that point. Boom, we captured it. Once that's captured, the Germans cannot get back to that point. They can't recapture it. Once it's lost for the defenders. Then we're going to fight over Baker, and then subsequently then to Charlie, of course. But right now we got to capture Abel, right? So we'll watch this guy. You can see how nothing's filled. It's just blinking right now. There will eventually be a green circle that fills that whole thing around. And trust me, when you're the only one on point, that's really scary. And hopefully, like, basically your whole team is riding on you to capture that. And the more guys we get on, the easier it is to cap. So that's just the point of getting there. The other beauty to wow, what a shot. What a shot. I'm going to have a lot of deaths in this game because I'm not really paying attention. I'm more paying attention on explaining this all to you guys. So 1 in 3, that's honestly normal for Foy. Foy's kind of a bloodbath, especially early on. But here's what I want to show you as well. 30 for the score. Now I only have 1 kill, but 1 kill is not 30 points. 1 kill is 10 points. So how did I get 30? Being on point. So I rose in the leaderboard because I was pretty much the only one on point other than that one guy for a brief second or two as well. If you capture points, not actual these points that disappeared, the cap zone that is, when you actually capture that, That's how you're gonna the rise in the leaderboards. That's how you're gonna get XP. Wow, good lord, the German team up here. Jeez Louise. Got nothing but MGs and snipers. I guess I'll show you guys quickly the loadout. I chose the support class. Officers and radio men are key. These two guys work together to call in air support such as smoke, gun runs, carpet bombs, things that help us out advance. And then the rest of these classes obviously have their own pros and cons as well. Flamethrowers and snipers, engineers kind of have they do have a bazooka. They have usually explosives and stuff like that. So that's a Stuka coming in. That's right on me. That we're dead. Jeez. I'd like to show you guys how to capture a point if I can get anywhere. If you want to actually see me do well, go and watch some other videos. This is not going to be the one for that. So, but that's okay. It's giving me time to explain things. One thing you always want to check is the map. I have it keybinded over to tab. You can go through your settings and change all of that. M shows it as well, but it doesn't show you the sides of the leaderboard, and I like seeing kind of where I stand. I like being on top. I think everybody should achieve that. So we're on point, guys. Let's go. This is when you want to start pushing. You can see on the bottom how Able is blinking. That means that we are on point. We have friendly guys that are capturing right now as we speak. So we want to push up as best we can. A little hard with the artillery coming down. It's the beauty of Day of Infamy. This is a very realistic game. Good lord. So realistic, snipers can take you out without you even seeing them. So, pushing hard. Keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. Those Germans are going to break here pretty soon. Again, a lot of this is, sometimes it's almost too fast to play, where if you focus on kills, you're just going to miss everything. I mean, there's so much going on, and there's so much, if you're just a sitting duck, you're not really helping your team, so you wanted to get up and be able here. Be able to get to able, if that makes any sense. So we're in. You can see we're like 8th capped right now. We're not very far. But the more guys we get on here, that's going to keep loading. See how it's building, it's building, it's building, going around that circle? We're getting guys on, so there's a couple on that second floor. And remember, you have to capture, in order to capture this, you have to have every German off the point. So we just got it. Beautiful. There was a German there, but he wasn't in the cap zone. That's the courtyard. You have to be in the house to cap, and that's just knowing your map would explain that. What's up, German? I ran out of bullets, so did he. Oh my god. Actually, I got stuck on that fence post. That was awful. Got stuck on the fence post, and it kind of like jostled my gun a little bit. But that's okay. So we captured Able, so you can see this is all green now, baby. So now we're on to Baker. Same exact premise of Able. And what's beautiful is, so I'm at 230, 1 cap, 4 and 7. Nobody else on the team. This is what kills and deaths don't matter, guys. You'll see a lot of negative KDs and you're still up on the top of the leaderboard. But this 230 and this 1 cap allows me to get supply points. In the upper right here, this originally started as 10. And since I capped, I got 2 more. Kills will also rise your supply point. And this just allows me, it doesn't get you better guns or anything like that. Everybody starts with pretty much the same gun, but it allows you to get certain add-ons. Like if I want to get a bipod, I can get that. I think I want to get another smoke and a sling. And a sling just basically lets you switch between weapons faster. So if I had a pistol, I could kind of quickly pull it out. It could save your life in some situation, but it's cheap to get, so I just kind of add it. But now I have 3 smokes because I added that 1 extra. Getting a little bit of a lag, but that's okay. Getting a huge lag, actually. But we'll work through this. So I'm just going to keep pushing some smoke through here. I'm going to save 1 of them. Work across this field. This field is always so deadly to get across. They're all over. Ah, shoot. Man. Having some bad luck here. So you can see us kind of form a line here. Eventually, again, we're going to collapse here on Baker. Charlie's actually the one that's the hardest on Foy. Yeah. You pick up guns on the ground, you always gotta be looking at the ground, so I just picked up a bazooka. The cool thing about Day of Infamy 2 is you can pick up enemy weapons, but you're only gonna get the amount of bullets that were in that gun, so you can't just pick up a gun and expect to get all the magazines and all the rounds and all that. Doesn't work that way, which is it's cool, but it can be frustrating sometimes when you need to get a gun or you think, oh wow, I really would love to play with an MP40, and well, oh, another Panzerschreck. Look at how much you can just rifle off the ground. I'm actually just gonna fire that blindly into the smoke. I think I hit the building. I'm gonna start clearing out some of these houses. Help my team get farther. There's usually a German or two hidden up in here in the attic. So our team is pressed on to B, which is good. And this is Baker. Ooh, a flamer in the doorway. Wow. Gotta be honest, didn't expect that. But hey, we got a couple of guys here on point, or at least on the backside. This guy doesn't want to go in. I don't blame him after seeing how I fared. And we're on B, so... all these guys, they spawn you right in front of barbed wire, and I really don't understand why. It's like my pet peeve when people run in directly into the barbed wire too, because it's clearly avoidable, but they still do it. So we actually got a fast track here. You can see how much momentum changed, because we're just pushing right on through. Used to be contested territory, we're running right on through into Baker. Hopefully that flamer's gone, looks like it. Just like Abel, you gotta capture the first and the second floor, pretty much clear it all out. You can see it slowly ticking, slowly ticking, slowly ticking. Come on. Okay, it stopped, so that means there's a German on. Oh, sorry, buddy, we're good, we're good. First floor, they're on the first floor. No, they're not. They're on the second floor. Right there. Yeah, we got it. Nice. He was hiding. But we cleared him off. That one German that killed me, we cleared him off. On to Baker. Now we're on to Charlie, baby. You can see us reform the line. Germans are going to reform the line. Same thing. This is the fun of Day of Infamy. And I've been... Yo, what up, I Love Lamp? Hey, check out this recording, because I'm recording right now. Little tutorial will be up in a couple of days here. Our good friend I Love Lamp can watch himself on YouTube. That's always fun. That's when you know you're internet famous, by the way. When people give you a shout out. So you can see our wave count here, 22 to 22. You remember earlier I said the Germans are going to lose their waves and we're going to gain some the more points we capture, and then we actually also gain time. This is perfect. We're dead even on the last point, so the advantage is kind of to us, in my opinion. One thing I wanted to point out as well is I've really not had that great of a game. I've had a ton of deaths. I really haven't had that many kills, but I've been getting to point. I've been slowly working through, and I'm 4th on the leaderboard. And I wish I could tell you an exact score. It's kind of the beauty of Day of Infamy. They don't tell you if you have kills or how good you're really doing, your score that is, until you're actually dead. So you can't just check in-game and go, yeah, like, oh yeah, I killed that guy, or nothing like that, or even looking at the other team, obviously. Like, I can't tell who's doing what. I mean, I kind of can, because somebody's got to be at the top, but only when you're dead. 5, 1, and 11, and I'm 3rd on the leaderboard here. And again, I'm not even playing a good game. I'm just working through, being a good teammate, getting the point. That's all Day of Infamy is. It's so counterintuitive to all those other games that you've played as a first-person shooter, and that's to me the beauty of it. I think anybody can succeed, excuse me, in Day of Infamy. And I'm living proof. I'm honestly horrible at first-person shooters and video games really in general, but I've kind of found a little niche in this, so just got to keep working through it. It will get good. Just like Abel, I want to actually give my team some smoke. You can see us all barricaded up in here. There's 2 houses. I'm in one of them, and then there's another one. But I want to give our team some smoke so we can get some cover to get to Charlie. That was awful. It actually popped through the door, so that actually worked out perfect.
I'm using smoke.
Anything to cover that up. Now, good officers know that calling smoke down on a point will help us cap. You can see how I'm not capping anything. That means there's more Germans on it. Ooh, nice shot by that guy. I thought I had him. I'm going to say that every time I die, though. Good officers know to call down smoke, and also you could see the little bar wasn't ticking green. That means there's more Germans on than there are Americans. There was just one of me, possibly two. So one of the pitfalls of Foy, just a little side tip, is everybody kind of sits in this little attic house. You can see this guy up here. He's at the top level, the attic. They all just kind of stop right here, and it's really frustrating because Abel and Baker, we push on that, and then all of a sudden, I swear, there's an invisible wall. You'll see me talk about it every Foy video. That's right here, and like they just stop. They just stop. Give my team a little bit of motivation. But it's true, the Germans are happily welcoming us just staring and wasting time and wasting waves, just sitting in a house. They are completely fine with that, and I've seen tons of games where you get to Charlie and teams just stop, and you'll waste, like here, 11 minutes on the bottom of just wasted, and the Germans win because we didn't want to push to Charlie, but we pushed to Abel and Baker just fine. Machine gunner in the corner here. That's okay, we're pushing. See, once you're in, you get a little bit of that blood in the water. They're not all defending points. See, look at this. Now we're capping a little bit. This is beautiful. This is exactly what you want to do. In fact, I love Lamp. Beautiful for being a radio and getting on point. Radios have an extra bonus. Not only do they help officers call in ordnance, such as, you know, Stukas, carpet bombs, smokes, gun runs, all that sort of like. They also cap faster. So if you're a radio and you're on point, you cap at like 2 or 3 times the amount of a normal person. Like just me on point. And that can be huge. I mean, that's you can cap a point, and if you have 2 radios on and a couple of guys, you can cap a point within 10 seconds, if not even. Now, as a radio, your first priority isn't to be getting the point, it's to help out your officer and call and stuff, but eventually, when everything breaks down, you can get there. You are a benefit. So you can see we're quarter capped. In order for the Germans to get that cap back down, they have to either get more guys on point than us, or they need to kill us all and get back on point, and slowly that'll go back downwards. Again, it's like a slugfest here every time you're on point of who's just going to grab it and get the upper hand. I know I talk a lot in these streams, but anybody that plays Day of Infamy knows how amazing the sound effects are and how much you can gain from just listening. Like, I feel like there's one to my left because I could hear a guy running on that side. I could hear a German just talking right there. I mean, they can even hear me breathing when I suck in the air to study my shot. And I'm so worried about my backside right now. We need guys to get here, so... Oh my gosh, it's always when I type. I swear to God, it's always when I type. We were so close, we're so close. And that's where you gotta tell guys to push. Now, unfortunately, when they're this far back, they really don't know how far capped it is. You can kind of see the point. And I believe if you have a direct line of sight, you can see how far capped they really are. Or at least your team is. But from right here, like, I don't know how far capped it is. The Germans might fully be back capped, or we could be one guy away from a cap. I don't know. There's one back here. I saw him running. I just don't know where he went. Hopefully he went inside, because I can... Yep. Jeez, they're just really marking their territory here, aren't they? 7-1-15, just that one cap. I missed Baker because the guy shot me, but I'm still 390. That's only 30 away. So basically 3 kills or a little bit of time on point away from a top of the leaderboard. And I'm having not a very good game by any means. But see what I mean? When you sit in the attic house and you don't push on point, you're not getting the experience, you're not getting the score. Oops, excuse me. the score, anything like that. You gotta move to point, I guess. If there was one thing to take away, guys, get to point. I say it at the end of every video. I'm not lying on it. Your kills are good too. You obviously need those. You see how far back cap that is? Look at now we have to go that whole bar again because the Germans somehow got on it. Excuse me. But we're pushing hard now, so let's get there, guys. We're almost capped. You can see the wave count then. You always want to check that as well when you spawn. 12 to 9, 6:30, so we definitely have a lot of time still left. Nothing too much to panic about, but you want to get that win as soon as you can, you know what I mean? Nothing better in Day of Infamy than when you just have a good team, you just clean sweep. Makes you feel good. I walk in front of that guy. You really never want to walk in front of a sniper, but he was kind of in a bad spot, so it's on him. Sniper on that far end of the street. I just want to throw smoke, cover him up. He ain't going to be able to do anything.
Understood.
I'm actually just going to get down.
Guys, I need backup.
Must be on that second floor. I'm gonna help my team clear him off. Let's go clear him off. Second floor, guys. Let's go. Come on. One at the top. One at the top. Nice. Flamer, get that stairs. Ooh, can't get the stairs. You're dead. We should be good. Cover that back door. Cover the back door. So you can see how fast we're capping. We got a ton of guys on. Look at that. Beautiful. Fully surrounded. Great. So now that ever infamous dog that they don't actually show you, look at the bottom real quick. See, it's 10 waves, 13 minutes. We gained some time. We did not gain waves, though. You never gain waves on Charlie. And 0 waves for the Germans. If you capture all 3 points, the Germans go down to 0 waves, which means that once they die, they're dead. There is no respawn for the German team. So we can either kill them off or we can go and destroy Dog, which is a little tiny radio in their last house they have to hold. Now, right now, they're not going to hold off our 10 waves. But where Day of Infamy has its great moments is, of course, when there's like 1 wave to 0 waves, or I've even seen it 0 to 0 waves, and you just have, it's your last life. That's it. If you die, it could be game over for your team, and that is so fun. That's where the beauty of this game comes in. Just a quick update on the score, I guess. 7-1, 16-2 caps. That was Abel and Charlie, and then 5-30 on the score. So that's actually a really pretty respectable game. A great game is probably about 900 to 1,000 points. So 500, that's a good game. I'll take 500 any time. And again, if 10 points is a kill, that means that's the equivalent of 50 kills that I got this game. And I'm nowhere close to 50 kills. So that's just the beauty of how different this game is. It is definitely not a run and gun, Day of Defeat, Counter-Strike, any of those games. It's just, it doesn't reward you for that. So don't even go run around for kills. It truthfully ain't worth it. I run around for deaths, so I'm racking those up left and right. Nobody's gonna beat me at deaths. That's okay. I always say it doesn't hurt you if you die either. I mean, it hurts your team a little bit, but I'll always be fine dying running to a point than I will be just sitting back and getting sniped or something because I'm just sitting there. If you're pushing on it and making a good vanguard, I see nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna pop some smokes over the top of the building here, since I know that's where we have to go. Help my team out as much as I can. You can see us all bunched up, and we don't want that. We want to push, baby. So you can see how stubborn they are, though. I mean, look, it's 5 waves. It's 5 waves to 0. So they held us off for 5. That's really pretty good. God damn it. There's a guy behind here. He's actually camping. We're pushing. We're pushing. We're up there. We're up there. There's the radio. Shoot it, and we're good. Nice work on that destroy a dog. Look at that German right there. Not today, buddy. So, hey, congratulations to those players. Ended up finishing 7-1, 18, 4th on the leaderboard, 530, 2 caps. Here's a 3 capper, 3 capper. That's what does you in. I say it all the time. I mean, the kills will probably get you over the top, but... Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that stream. I hope you get Day of Infamy. If you're thinking of buying it, it's only $20. It's a freaking awesome game. That's just a small sample. Sorry if that was a slow stream for those diehard Wisco Cisko fans. I promise I'll get back to the old grinding of kills and caps soon. So with that, guys, as always, I will see you on point.